Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to start from where we left in the last one. That is, we are going to discuss about the head tag. So about the last video, we had discussed about the body tag, in which everything you want to show up on your page will go, and everything will be inside a separate set of tags. You could do it without putting them in tags too, but that's how you could do it, right? So yeah, so now we're gonna move on to head. So what the role of head is actually to contain all the metadata. Metadata. So what metadata means is the things that will have an effect on your page, but they won't directly show up. So if I wanted to link a different style sheet, you don't know how to do that, but but in the end, you will have to link a style sheet to an HTML document, a CSS document to an HTML document, to apply the styles that you've written in the style sheet to the content in your HTML file, right? So that you would do inside the head. All the linking to other files, all the things that will affect your page but don't actually show up will go inside the head tag, right? So, and one, let us see the most common tag that's used inside the head is the title tag. So currently you see that here we have this intro.html written, but that's not what you see on professional websites, right? If you go to this right here, you'll see a present deck written here. You don't see slides.com written or their HTML documents name written here. So how that's done is through a title. Let's just say hello world here too. And if you refresh, you see this changes to hello world, right? So this is the most basic tag inside the head, but but as we progress with the course, we'll add more and more tags to the head. We'll be linking style sheets, we'll be linking JavaScript documents, we'll be doing other things inside. So head will actually become more useful as we move to complex apps. For now, you can just use this title tag to change this thing right here. And you can remember that all the metadata or all the data that does not actually show up on the page directly, but it does affect it, will go inside the head. Okay, so that's one thing. So that's how you would make a basic HTML structure, right? Just to revise what we've learned from the beginning of the last video, everything you put in HTML goes inside a tag. What is a tag? A tag is a set of these two things, or the second set of tags could be a single tag. They don't need a closing tag. They're known as self-closing tags. We'll see with them with an example when we move forward. So a tag is usually this set of two things that you would put everything inside. You would put everything of HTML inside this HTML tag. You would put your main content inside the body tag. You would put your metadata inside the head tag, right? And you would put other things inside other tags as you require. You might not require 3 H1s on your website. You might require an image on your website. So you would put appropriate tags according to that. But these three, HTML, head, and body, are always fixed in an HTML document, right? So the one more thing that I want to introduce in this video is actually the DOCTYPE. So if you remove all of this right here, so first of all, this is a shortcut that you could use in VS Code. If you type HTML:5, then you press enter on that, it will give you this whole structure by itself. This is not, yeah, so I'm just gonna move this. And anybody who's not coded before might be thinking why I'm doing this, but this is actually just good practice to indent your things properly. What indentation actually means that if something is going inside this tag right here, it will be a set of spaces ahead of it. And you usually press a tab here, you don't put 4 spaces by themselves. You press the tab key here, and then you'll get this amount of space, and then everything of head will be 1 tab ahead of it. So this is just good practice in HTML. You don't need to actually do it. You could work without it, but this is actually quite helpful in big HTML documents, right? Or in big any documents. And if you in the future switch to some other language like Python, then indentation will actually be the thing deciding a lot of stuff, right? Especially in Python. So forgot to add that now. So we have this title of document. In case this is title, you could change this here. Let's just do something different from hello world. Let me do my document. And it gives you this body. Here you can put in your other things. This is my other. And if you refresh, you see what happens. So what I wanted to show you was this DOCTYPE HTML thing. I have not introduced this when I wrote the HTML tag by myself. So a DOCTYPE will not have an actual effect on how your page is looking in most cases, right? If you're doing something as simple as this code right here, or even a little more complex than this, you won't notice a difference. But DOCTYPE actually has a lot of significance. First, it is a HTML standard now. It's always recommended that you put it here. And the second thing what DOCTYPE does is it informs the browser that the document you are receiving is of the form of HTML, right? So you won't actually have to change anything while writing your basic HTML code if you put this DOCTYPE, or if you don't put this DOCTYPE, help you, but it is actually helpful on the backend, right? Like not the backend that we'll code. You won't use DOCTYPE there, but for the browser, right? And you always just put this up here and you don't worry about it once you put it there, right? You just continue with the normal HTML code. So that's what DOCTYPE is. And so these are all for the basic tags. So now from the next video, we can start introducing new tags and we can start using them in our code to increase the scope of our website and include images, links, and every other thing that we might need. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next.